Hey, so I'm Manny and back with another video. So this is a video, basically it's a lock tag that I'm doing with my daughter. This is Emma.
Hi.
Emma is, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
All right, and so yeah, we got a few questions with the lock tag. I actually got inspired by watching Josette Bianca, and I was like, hey, my daughter and I are tagged, so we're like, let's do a lock tag, and I didn't have to do too much convincing to get her on. She's cool people. All right, so here's the questions. Okay. Do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to lock your hair?
Yes, it was December 1st. It was like, I think it was a Sunday.
Like last year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, December 1st of last year. And I was like, Mommy, I want to get locks. And she was like, are you sure you want to get locks? I was like, yes, I'm sure. And stuff. And then December 7th came and then I had locks.
Yeah. I felt like, I was like, okay, you came up with this. I'm like, why do you want to do this? Are you sure? I don't want her to turn around and say a couple years from now and be like, well, you made me do this. Like, you didn't let me think it through and stuff. So I gave her a week. I was like, okay, I'm going to give you a week. And if within a week from today that you still want to get the locks, then okay, great. We'll do it. And that's what happened. A week from then, she's like, so we're going to do this, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I guess you're serious. And yeah, so she got the locks. For me, I toggled with getting locks for years. I had been natural for about 7 years, and I think sometime within my 4th or 5th year is when I was interested in getting locks, and I chickened out so many times, and then like finally, I want to say the summer of 2018, I was like, I definitely am gonna get locks before the year ends, because I was prepared to chop all my hair off again, and I know I would regret doing that. So yeah, that's when I officially decided I wanted to go and get locks, the summer of 2018. Okay, next question. And sorry if I look down, I'm looking at the questions on my tablet. Okay, so what method did we use to start your locks?
The method we started with was that in the beginning we was gonna do twist, but it didn't stay, so we decided to do braids, and then it just like, because my hair is already like tough, like I have like 4C or 4A, right?
Yeah, so she is mixed. I am Haitian and her dad is Puerto Rican. So she has I want to say 3C 4A hair. It's closer to like a 4A. So she's definitely like a mix of 3C 4A. And she is also very tender headed, like her scalp. She's always been super tender headed, which is another reason why she wanted to get locks to begin with. And so I decided I was going to start it off with 2-strand twists, but you know, she's a very active child. She did dance and does gym and stuff like that. And I was just afraid that she's going to come home looking crazy every single day. So I thought, you know what? We were always doing box braids in her hair for the longest time. So I was like, okay, we'll start it off that way. Definitely it'll be smaller than what we are accustomed to. But yeah, we would do box braids to start off her locks. So that's what we did. For me, I have sister locks, as you guys already know. I have sister locks, and I went to a sister lock consultant to get mine done. So that's my method. Okay, next question is, how old are your locks?
My locks, I'm about to be 10 months locked.
Yeah.
On the 7th of this month.
I actually today, October 2nd, makes me 22 months sister locked. Yeah. And what is the length of your longest lock and your shortest?
I don't really know the lengths of my locks, but I know that the 2 back ones back here are my shortest, and then like This one is my longest. It reaches like right here to my boob area.
Really? Yeah, so for Suri, like the locks in the back are the ones that shrunk up the most during this whole locking journey. And then like the rest, I mean, they're budding and everything, but they didn't shrink as much as like the back. For me, my shortest locks, if you can see, like I have some that are short in the front and everything. But that is because your girl bleached her hair. I bleached the last, so I've bleached a couple times during this whole journey. And my final bleach was sometime in April of this year. And then about a month later is when some of the locks started breaking off. So that's what I'm dealing with some of these that have, that's why I have some short here in the front and everything. And my longest ones are like, I wouldn't say more in the back are my longest ones, or like around the middle. Like, I really have no idea, but yeah, that's what I got for you. Okay, so next question. Do you have any locks that you consider to be especially unique, strange, or awesome?
I'll say my back one, which is it? I'll say it's this one, because this is the most bulkiest one.
Yeah.
Like, it's huge.
Yes. So we started off doing these. We started a whole her locks with braids, but to maintain them, I don't like do any palm rolling or twist. I interlock. And so these back ones are the thickest ones that she has. So those are the ones that you don't really rotate too much with, because they're so thick. We just wait for a while to have, so that she can have quite a bit of growth to try to put them through. For me, I guess my unique ones are these little baby locks that I'm like working with, like in the front is what I got that are unique. I do have some ends, although I am almost 2 years locked, I do have some ends that are still like pretty curly, that have yet to seal up or anything like that. And I'm wondering if it may have something to do with the fact that they were bleached, but they were curly before. But I guess with me bleaching, I probably stopped them from actually trying to seal up as they should have. Okay, so how many locks do you currently have, and are they the same number that you started off with?
I currently have, the number I started off with was 113. I still have 113.
Yeah. I started off, well, I currently have 589 sister locks. I started off with 598. So some of them I did combine, because some were like pretty thin, and I was just afraid of them breaking. This is before even coloring. Some were pretty thin, so I combined some, and that's why I don't have as many as I started with, because I combined a few of them, like in the perimeter area and some in the back as well. Yeah. Next question. What shampoo or products do you use?
Shampoo, it really don't matter. I use any shampoo. It actually really doesn't matter.
Yeah, she basically used whatever shampoo that I purchased. So we use Design Essential shampoo. We've been on that for quite some time. We use 2 different shampoos from the line, which is, one is like the oat protein, which is like a deep cleansing shampoo, and then there is the honey cream shampoo, which is more of like a moisturizing. So we start off with the deep cleansing shampoo, and then follow with the moisture shampoo, because we don't use any conditioner in our locks and everything. I think as most as we use is conditioner is a leave-in conditioner that we spray, which is also from Design Essential. So yeah. And okay, how often do you wash your locks?
I wash my locks every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we basically have the same wash schedule. So technically, like what? Every 2 weeks, basically twice a month that we wash them. Do you do any regular maintenance on your locks?
In the mornings I put leave-in conditioner, and then I put like some oil sprays.
Yeah, that's about it. For me, I don't really do much of leave-in conditioner. I have like a spray bottle that has distilled water, some vitamin E in there, and some vegetable glycerin in there, and that's what I would spray my locks with in the morning to get things to move and pliable. And that mostly is it. Like the other maintenance is like, I guess during the week, maybe once or twice a week, I'll put some oils, like an oil mix in my scalp and massage my scalp. And that's basically what my maintenance consists of. The oil mix is like castor oil, jojoba, and almond oil. Okay. What are your favorite beads or lock decorations?
I'll put like mini jewels in my hair, but I haven't put like jewels in my hair for a few months. So it's been a little minute since I put jewels in my hair.
Yeah, I don't put any in mine. I just find mine to be so small. Like I don't know of any jewels that will stay in sister locks. There might be some out there. I just never paid attention to that. But yeah, that's about it. I've not put any jewels in my hair. Next question is, if your locks had their own personal motto, what would it be?
If my locks had their own personal motto, they'll be a fashionista, because there'd be days where like I have school, but like my hair, I have to put a hoodie on because my hair is not up to par as I want it to be. But then there'd be some days where my hair wants to cooperate. So yeah.
I think the motto is, for mine, is like, I do what I do, and that is that. Literally, like she says, like I have days where my locks wake up and they're like, I just want to be fly today. And then I have some days where I'm just like, where the locks are just like, they're not to par. And it could be all mental. It really could be. But yeah, that's what my motto, I think what my lock motto would be, is I do what I do, and that's it. Okay, if you could start a new set of locks, what would you do differently?
I don't think I'll do anything differently. I think I like the way how they came out, and then I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like when I have an actual full year, a year or two, you know. But at the moment, my hair is good. It's not like I started out as short hair and stuff, but it's good as I like it.
It wasn't really short. Your hair,
no, my hair was like to like
shoulder length and everything, and then it shrunk up, and so now it's starting to come back to shoulder length. For me, if I were to do a new set, I think I would do micro locks. Like I would have started them on my own with 2-strand twists and maintained them with interlocking, and they wouldn't be like this tiny. I probably would have more around the range of maybe 300 locks as opposed to the 5 over the near 600 that I have going on now. Yeah, so if I have a new set, that's probably what I would have done differently. Okay. Is there anything else unique about your appearance other than your locks?
Anything else that's unique is like my personality, because it's like
What
when
about your appearance? Like, how you look?
I say my face. My face. I like my face. My confidence level is so high, like nobody can bring it down. So it's like ain't nobody can tell me nothing.
That's for girls. My appearance, and they mentioned something about tattoos and piercing. I don't have any tattoos. The only piercing I have is here, which I got when I was 18. Appearance wise, I mean, yeah, I'm a gorgeous Black woman. That's what I got to tell you. So, yeah, and I have like these really cool like moles that I have, which I totally love about my face. Okay. How many people do you know personally with locks?
I know my mom, her, and like a cousin and one of her friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I know personally about 4 or 5 people with locks.
Oh, I know 4.
Yeah.
Ruby.
Yeah. So yeah, about 4 or 5 people that I know personally with locks. Okay. I guess this doesn't necessarily apply to you, but have any employers turned you down for having locks or wanted you because of locks? In honesty, I have no idea. I hope not. I have no idea if someone turned me down because of my hairstyle or decided to choose me because of my hairstyle. So yeah, I have no idea. Okay. What is the weirdest question you ever gotten about your locks? So the dumbest, funniest, and the most common question.
No, like the most. It wasn't. I think it was like funny and like I don't know, but it was like my teacher of last year. He was like, because I had to take graduation pictures before COVID.
Yes, so
and stuff.
she graduated from 5th grade, June of this year, and so yeah.
So then it was like a week before, like, cause the next week Monday, we were gonna take our graduation pictures, and the Friday he was making sure, oh God, the guys, make sure y'all get haircuts and stuff like that. Girls, make sure y'all do your hair. And I had locks at the time, and he was like,
well, we had recently started them, and they're like maturing.
And he was like, oh, what are you gonna do with your locks, right? And I was like, you know what, you play too much. So then I came in Monday, and my edges were slayed. My hair was nice and curled. My hair was slayed to the gods that day. He was like, oh, that's what your hair gonna look like? I was like, yes.
So what we did was we did some
curls.
Yeah, we did curls. So we used curl formers.
I don't think we used curls. We used cornrows. We did braids and cornrows. Yes, we did cornrows.
I guess so, but I think they were like really, really spiral. So I think we used some curl forms or like that, like in her hair, and it pulled them out, and they were nicely curled for her pictures. I will post like the picture. For a class picture and everything. It was really cute. Yeah, and let's see. Okay, let's see. Have you ever had any freak accidents or embarrassing moments with your locks?
I haven't had any embarrassing moments or freak accidents. I'll probably just say sometimes in the morning, like my hair gets on my face. And, you in the morning you don't have no conscience. So like my hair scares me sometimes. Because they be long sometimes. I be thinking they're extremely long, but they're really not that long. I got some length to them though.
Mm-hmm. I guess the freak accident, I guess I can say, that happened to me is, so I retighten my locks, and if you can see this lock in particular, so in my retightening, a piece of the lock had combined with another lock. And what I should have done was got up and went to the mirror to kind of like, see what this little, funny enough, it was like a little strand of hair that connected to another lock, not the full lock. And I couldn't like pull it apart. So what I should have done was get up and stand in front of the mirror to see how I can get it out. And like a crazy person, not even like fully thinking, I think I was just really tired, I just pulled a scissor and like took a guesstimate to see if thinking that I just cut that tiny little strand, but in actuality I cut the lock off. So yeah, that's my freak accident. But I've not had anything embarrassing happen out in the street with my locks or anything like that. Do you have any lock role models? If so, who?
I say my mom. She started them first. Because that's 2018, I was like considering it, but then she said she wanted them, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see what hers look like in a year. And then, because hers was like shorter than this, what it is now, and like they grew so much, and I was like, oh, so it's like, it's not bad. So then I was like, then that one time I was like, I want locks, and then she was like, took her a week to like be like, you sure? And stuff. I was like, yeah, and then we finally did it.
Yeah, she was like, I definitely want. She basically told me that she watched mine to see, how they turn out and everything, to decide if, although she never like told me until she actually made the final decision herself, and everything. And so I was like, oh, okay. But she's like, well, I definitely don't want it to be as small as yours. That's what I need you to understand. I don't want it to be as small. Yeah. So that's how we came up with this. What locked YouTubers can you see? I guess this doesn't really apply to you because she doesn't really watch locked YouTubers. I do. What locked YouTubers could you see yourself hanging out with in real life? I definitely say a bunch of them. Like I follow quite a bit of locked YouTubers. Well, Josette Bianca, who inspired me to do this tag. Let's Journey is one of the very first YouTubers that I watched. She also has sister locks, and so that's how like she has hers well documented. So that's what inspired me to really get those. There's quite a bunch of others. Dark and Lovely, Lee Goldsmith, I believe that's hers. She's from London. Britannia 718 is one that I love watching as well. But yeah, these are like the lock YouTubers that I definitely would love to hang out with. That'd be pretty cool. And I guess the final question, with me, who are you going to tag? I'm guessing I will tag everyone that has locks. Yeah, so if you're watching this video, you have locks, definitely get these questions and do your tag. All right, and that is all we got. So, bye.
Bye.
Till the next time.